Hello everyone! Today we're going to learn how to draw a caterpillar. So in this video we're going to be using a pencil, eraser, and pencil crayons to complete our picture, and then a fine liner for the last little bits and pieces. So I decided to base mine off of the Very Hungry Caterpillar book by Eric Carle, but you can make your own caterpillar and you can also add background details if you like. If you want to learn how to make a caterpillar like mine, you can stay tuned and we will see how it's done. The very first thing we're going to be doing on our page is we're going to draw a wiggly line. This is going to be your caterpillar, so it should take up most of the space, and you want it to be a large, gentle curve. You don't want it to be super zigzaggy or wiggly because that's going to make it more difficult for you to create your caterpillar. I'm going to do it very lightly with pencil so that I have a guide, but I also want it to be able to be erased. So you might not be able to see it very well. You can see some little bits of it, but it's very, very light. That's going to help me later when I erase it so that I don't have pencil lines in my finished product. When I finish, I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to add some lines. I want to add the lines sort of straight up and down, but not this way, straight up and down on my curve. These are going to be the segments of my caterpillar. I'm going to take you in just a little bit closer, so hopefully you can see my lines a little bit better there. Now these lines are a little bit darker, and I wouldn't prefer that, but that's the way that things go with this. I just pressed a little too hard. Hopefully I'll still be able to erase my pencil marks. I'm going to switch now from my pencil to a dark green pencil crayon. That's going to give me the shape outline without adding a lot more pencil to my picture. I'm going to go around the outside of every segment with various colors of green, getting lighter as I get towards the middle. This is going to give my caterpillar a 3D kind of textured look. And we'll meet back when I'm finished and we're ready for the next step. Here's my caterpillar. He's just about done, but I thought I would leave one segment here to show you a little bit of what I did. So I started off with my dark sort of bluish green, and then I went in with this green, which is just your normal green. And I just went around the circle and I increased it a little bit so that there's a little bit more green. And I colored over the blue-green here, just to give it a little bit more shading. And then once I finished the regular green, I chose a yellow green. And the yellow green I did over the entire shape. So anything here could be brightened up a little bit by that. And I went very lightly over the middle so that it was still much, much lighter. A little bit darker around the edges of that middle circle, but I made sure that I covered the whole page so that it's nice and bright. And any places that I needed to go back and fill in a little bit more, I did. And then the last thing I did was I took a yellow and I just a little bit in the middle. I'm not sure if it made much of a difference at all, but there you have the caterpillar. Now the last thing you're going to do with your caterpillar is you're going to give him some antennae and some feet. So I'm using my reference as The Hungry Caterpillar from Eric Carle, so I'm doing that sort of style, but you could of course do your own. Now, after you've done this, you can feel free to add background. I think I'm going to leave mine just the way that it is and let your imagination guide you on the rest of that. So we'll come back and you can see what it looks like when I'm done. Here's my caterpillar all finished. So you can, like I said, add detail and background to yours if you like, and you can also choose your own colors. You don't have to go with the same ones I did. I just chose to use the ones from the Very Hungry Caterpillar. But if you do yours, I would love to see it. You can upload it to our Celebrations of Learning channel on Teams.